Back to school, we're helping your child get readjusted to life in the classroom after that long summer break. As nice as it was, it's time to get back to the books. And that can be anything from interacting with a teacher to interacting with other students. So here with some etiquette tips that will help your child build strong relationships this year is relationship expert Dr. Patty Ann Tuplin. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here. Back to school, the most wonderful day of the year for parents.
For parents, right. You know, you think about getting back into the sleep routine and getting back to learning and reading. You don't often think of etiquette, but that's very important.
It's so important. And it really, one of the most important things of school besides academic learning is socialization and teaching children to get along. In a lot of ways, outside of the family, the school environment is the first social laboratory where children learn to interact with other children and with adults.
Okay, now etiquette really starts at home, I would imagine.
It absolutely starts at home. So what the parent needs to do is age appropriately remind the child how to behave. Really simple things. Be respectful, wait your turn, respect diversity, and realize it's not all about you. And that really puts kids off on a good footing because sometimes they forget and it's me, and that's only natural.
Okay, and for parents, how about communicating with the school?
Oh my goodness, you know, parents sometimes are just out of control these days. Talk to any coach. Here's what I suggest parents do, and I hope schools have a policy. Find out from the schools the way that they want you as a parent to communicate any concerns or issues, or just share good news with them, because you can tell them good things too, right? Find out what their preferred method of communication is. Do they want you to email? Do they want you to call? Do they want you to text? And whom in the school hierarchy is your first point of contact? Do you go to the teacher? Do you go to the team leader? Do you go to that grade leader? Do you go to the assistant principal? So find out what the school wants for you in terms of communicating with them, which might not be what you would prefer, but you know what? Set the example for your child. It's not what you want. It's what the authorities suggest, at least initially.
Right, and also it really is, how is the school going to be communicating with you? Because sometimes that makes it a whole lot simpler anyway. If you know that they're going to be posting on Facebook when there's a school closing or delay, then it makes it a lot easier for you too.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other thing is, did you know that the classrooms now, some teachers actually have Facebook pages?
I'm not surprised.
I don't know why I was, but
I know. You should. I know. It's just the way it's going, I guess.
So, and it really depends. It's usually not a policy.
Yep.
So if the individual teacher has a Facebook page, which I think they're going above and beyond and really putting in a lot of effort to create a safe environment, make sure you reinforce to your child that this is a public platform. So anything that you write on there, other people can see. So make sure that the child is aware that you are appropriate in posting whatever information you want to post about.
So teachers are putting assignments and things like that on there?
Well, I think they're using it more for a social interaction, like we're going to be having an ice cream social, we're going to be having a field trip.
Okay.
They might be using it for homework assignments as well, but usually there's another platform that they use for that. Usually it's not the Facebook.
Nice for parents to be able to see that too, if they know that you have something coming up, because oftentimes the kids don't communicate.
It's in the bottom of the backpack. Right? Yeah. And also some teachers use it as to showcase children, and they make it an effort to get everyone in the classroom. So if somebody does great in a music event, if the class team does great in an intramural event, or if they're doing a kindness day, it's just a nice, safe way to create camaraderie and cohesiveness for the class.
And this is very important because school can be very stressful. There is inevitably going to be conflict at some point. How do we handle conflict at the beginning of the school year? How can we get ahead of it?
All right. So again, everything has to be age appropriate. What I would suggest, you have a conversation with your child and put it back on them first. So if there's a problem on the bus or with the kid sitting next to them, coach your child on how to appropriately bring up that your feelings are hurt or that you don't appreciate certain behavior. Go directly to the source. If you hear somebody spreading rumors about you, go to the person and say, Laura, Jane told me that you were speaking about me, and that really hurt my feelings. It may be true, and it may be fake news, but go directly to the source. If that doesn't work, then tell your child to make sure that there is an adult in the school, in the building, that they feel is safe to go to let them know that they're feeling either bullied or there's a conflict that's out of control. And it is not necessarily the guidance counselor. Believe it or not, many of the children are very close to the janitors. The janitors seem to know everything. So it can be a janitor, it can be a guidance counselor, and it doesn't have to be your teacher, it could be another teacher, but go to an adult and let them know what you're experiencing. And then let the adults take care of it and inform your parents so that the parents know, and make sure that the parent is in communication with the school so that you know, in fact, the bullying is being taken care of, because sometimes it slips through the cracks.
Great advice, and it is so important for the child to have a plan, because sometimes in the heat of the moment you might react a different way, but if you already have a plan in your mind built in place, we might avoid some of that conflict. Dr. Patty Ann Tublin, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Great advice as always as our kids are heading back to school.
Have a fun year, learn, make friends, enjoy.
Thank you so much. All right, and thank you. We'll be right back.